So anyway, mas okay na tong ginagawa ko ngayon kasi it's like I said, we don't have to pay every time we decided to go to a state park. So for only $85 I think plus tax of course, it's worth it. So if I was you guys, you should do it. Anyway, alam niyo ang mga binablog ko so far right now is yung mga experience ko sa mga taong nakaka-encounter ko, especially sa mga client ko, but I decided not to give any names because it's their privacy too. So I'm here, like I said, at least may idea ako what I'm gonna, what's gonna be my next content kasi I cannot, go to the place that I promised to you that we're gonna show you my daughter's kung saan she grow up, where she, go like schools and everything. But like I said, I'm gonna do all those stuff pagka kaya ko nang idig lahat ng mga pictures niya so I can, insert to my video kasi right now mahirap pa rin talaga ang open ng mga gamit niya. So decided na unti-unti, but actually ako nagiging tough na ako actually kasi look at me now. Actually last night we watched this movie. It's a Korean movie and it's very very sad movie kasi the reason it's sad because it's connected, related to our story. Actually, talagang it's a heartbreaking because imaginein mo, nakita namin yung mga sarili namin dun sa story na I cannot believe na, malalagay nila sa story. But I don't wanna give you what the title is because I don't feel like, I'm still, wanna keep my privacy. But actually, ang hirap kasi that's exactly what happened to us, after we lost our child. So, ang hirap talagang very, 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 talaga yung, I don't know how to explain how hard yung naramdaman namin. But I'm getting tough, Nagiging tough na ako. I don't wanna, it's not like before every time na makakita ko related. Iiyak na ako. Ngayon is different. At saka every time nakikita ko yung mga nangyayari sa mga accident na nangyayari, I always have this anxiety na hindi ko na itutuloy panoodin. But now I'm being very, very strong na hindi ko na tawag dito, hindi ko na nararamdaman yung pain like I said. Kaya kung minsan nakakalungkot kasi I don't know what's going on to me, parang naging na ako, nawawalan ako ng emotion. Parang dati napakaduwag ko. Honestly, makakita lang ako ng blood, makakita lang ako ng mga tawag dito, yung talagang gruesome na movie. Alam ko namang movie, but I am so scared talaga na hindi ko talaga kayang itingnan. But this time, I can see na wala akong ma-feel, wala akong nararamdaman na anything. Tsaka yung mga, like I said, yung mga pain na nararamdaman ng mga taong nag-open up sa akin, I feel like normal lang. I didn't feel any emotions, like I said, na awang-awa ako, yung bang ganon. Tapos, parang feeling ko yung affected ako, but this time is different. Like, honestly, I don't understand how to explain to myself. And like I said, there's a time lang na I feel like to cry. I will cry, and then but most of the time now, kahit alam kong affected ako, like the movie last night, my husband is really, really feels the pain, kaya iyak siya ng iyak, umakyat siya sa taas, iyak siya ng iyak. Pero hinayaan ko lang siya kasi kailangan niya mag-release, kailangan niyang umiyak para mailabas niya yung pain niya. But ako, honestly, hindi ko, I decided na wag ko siyang sundan, hayaan ko siyang makapag-release kasi it's only happen na gusto niyang umiyak ng sumigaw, Kaya ayan ko lang siya. Kaya ako ngayon, so that's how I feel. Kaya ang ginagawa ko ngayon, makakakita ako ng mga related sa mga story namin or exactly like the same yung like I said about my daughter, talagang ang iba na. Kaya minsan nagtataka rin ako, hindi ko alam kung what's going on to me, but I know I was really in pain. I know that. And I know that, sakit na sakit ako na hindi ko makikita yung anak ko, naririnig ko lahat, nai-imagine ko lahat yung movement niya, yung tawa niya, yung feeling na andyan siya, yung itsura niya, but dun lang ako apektado pag dating sa anak ko. Pero talking about somebody else, I am not very interested and I don't care, Kaya ako ngayon, even my friends, alam nyo ngayon, ang friends ko, I was doing it. I was, meet up with them just to hang out sometimes, just to have fun. And I don't care. Dati very sensitive, ko lahat nakikita ko. But now, wala akong nakikita sa kanila. I feel like I don't care about kung anong nangyayari sa buhay nila or what. Basta ako pag feel ko have fun sa kanila, mag-have fun ako kasi but I am planning, what I'm doing right now. I'm planning to do more parties kasi yun naman ang ginagawa namin para makapag get together kami. So yun na lang gagawin ko ngayon, more parties. Siguro ang gagawin ko this time para we can hang out, we can have fun kahit na ganung gathering lang. Anyway, sayaw-sayaw lang naman kami, karaoke, okay na kami doon, good na kami doon. Pero like I said, yung mga drama nila, I don't care about their drama. Dati, mga taong, annoying, yung bang mga nakaka-offend, yan big deal sa akin but this time, I don't care. Hindi ko na sila iniintindi. Sabi ko, parang feeling ko ngayon, now I understand ng friend is like, hang out lang yan. Hindi tayo pwedeng maging seryoso talaga na, kaya yun ang nararamdaman ko ngayon. And I don't care kung merong annoying, I don't care kung meron dyang mga marites, I don't care kung meron dyang balat sibuyas. Bahala na rin naman sila sa buhay nila, diba? Hindi ko na yan masyadong binibigyan ng importansya kasi wala akong panahon. Wala na akong panahon talaga. Kaya ngayon, eto na lang, ganito na lang ginagawa ko. Happy na ako sa ganitong ginagawa ko. Is more peaceful. Tapos I'm not like before na I'm very concerned about the family. I'm very concerned for like yung mga bagay na walang kakwenta-kwenta. But now it's different. I'm not even affected kung ano man yung mga pinoproblema nila at this time, na alam ko naman kahit na isubo ko sa kanila, sila pa rin yung pipili sa buhay nila. Hindi ko pa rin ma-change yung buhay nila dahil sila ang may katawan, sila yung may buhay na yan. Kasi ngayon ko naramdaman yung being by myself. Pagka nagkaroon ka pala ng pinaka masakit na problema, walang makakatulong sa'yo but you. Pero hindi ibig sabihin I'm very selfish. If I have chance to help, why not? But right now, I'm focusing with my own problem right now actually. Kaya ngayon, yung mga dati ang pamilya ko, konting bagay, kahit di sila humihingi sa akin, I will give it, kung ano yung makaya kong itulong. But this time, na-realize ko na, how long I've been doing this, their life is still the same, my life is still the same, walang na-change, But anyway, nakatulong. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing kasi nakatulong ka kahit papano, hindi sobra pero at least you will able to help. Pero like I said, it's all about choices talaga ang buhay. Kaya sila, pag hindi nila talaga tulungan ng sarili nila, kahit ibigay ko lahat ng income ko sa kanila, hindi pa rin sila mabe-better. Kaya for me now, everything may mga solusyon yan. Kaya yung problema nila right now, hindi ko naman na binapansin kasi alam nyo, matagal na ng issue yan eh. Ako para kung siraulo na hanap ng way para magkaroon ako ng source to help them. But it's still the same eh. Parang nangyayari, nagagalit pa yung iba hindi gusto sa ideas ko, but my thinking is like to find a way to help them kasi nga may way kasi nakikita ko may way to where can we get the funds, but it's a matter of sacrifices, and I am willing to sacrifice and I'm willing to take care of the finances, but yung iba it's not convincing dahil may mga taong nag-iisip na it's my personal interest. So ngayon alam ko na hindi na ako katulad ng dati na ini-insist ko kahit na I'm trying to explain to them my purpose, but I think it's not my problem anymore. Kaya ngayon alam ko na. So now I was me and my husband are trying to work it out everything na maging kami ngayon, maging concentrate kami for what we have right now, as long as andito pa kami sa lupa. Yung mga hindi nagawa ng before nang andito yung anak ko, we were trying to effort and give time para magawa namin, para hindi naman nakakahiya sa anak ko. Kasi ang anak ko, she always telling me that, "Mom, you enjoy your life, da. Ako namang sira, sabi ko, "Nak, ikaw yung mag-enjoy kasi bata ka pa. You still have long way to go. I want you to enjoy. Don't worry about me." Sabi kong ganon. Ikaw yung gusto kong mag-enjoy kasi bata ka pa. Pag matanda ka na, no turning back na yan, sabi ko. Kaya hindi na yan, hindi ka na babalik sa pagkabata. So, kinonsentrate ko talaga yung buhay ko para sa anak ko, which is, hindi naman pala yun yung mangyayari. So, look at us now. Sana lahat ginawa ko na before nung andito siya, naging happy pa siya sa ginawa kong we enjoy, we do everything we want. Ako noon, ang set ng mind ko is like, I always, worry na kailangan makaaral yung anak ko, kailangan hindi mahirapan ang anak ko. Puro ganun ba? Kailangan safe ang anak ko. Pero, look, na-avoid ko ba? May na-prevent ba ako? Wala. Kaya ngayon, nagtanda ako. Sabi ko sa mga pamilya ko, everything is gonna be, okay, malalampasan din nila yung mga pinagdadaanan nila right now, and darating ang time na they don't need me, they don't need my help, kasi habang as soon as I'm still doing all those stuff, hindi kami magkakaroon ng peace of mind because hindi kami magkakapareho ng view sa buhay. First of all, hindi kami magkakapareho ng gusto gawin, hindi kami magkakapareho ng standing sa buhay. Kaya ngayon, I will respect na lang sa mga taong hindi kami pareho ng buhay. Kung much better ako, I have no choice but to, that doesn't mean your nothing is like your nothing. Hindi ka nag-i-exist. So sa akin, okay na yung, I will respect you. At kung may kaya kong itulong right now, iabot ko, I will do it. But yung trying to squeeze to everything just to make it happen, Not anymore. I have to, because I have to take care of myself now, because this is my only chance, because I'm turning, what? Turning 60 na ako. Wala pa akong, parang feeling ko, wala akong na-achieve sa buhay. I feel like, failure ako sa everything for what happened to my daughter. So hindi ko ma-appreciate yung mga na-attain ko sa buhay. Kahit na sabihin pa natin nakalampas ako sa lahat ng mga trials ko sa buhay, but I'm not proud of that. I don't know. I don't feel like, being proud. Not like nung andito yung anak ko. I'm very proud because I have a daughter like her, na pwede kong ipagmalaki sa buong mundo. Pero ngayon, hindi ko maramdaman yung mga bagay na yun. Although, I am so proud for my daughter's attainment, achievement niya. Kasi, she did well naman talaga when she was here. At saka marami siyang na-attain sa buhay. Natapos niya yung buhay niya. It just happened na, very short lang talaga siyang buhay niya. So, anyway, ganun talaga. So, what can I do, right? So, wala akong magagawa sa istorya ng buhay namin because it's not my control. Ito yung binigay sa amin na buhay, kaya kahit na sabihin ko proud ako dahil compare when I was young is way yung what I mean is yung talagang ang layo ng buhay namin before at ngayon sa buhay na I have right now. So anyway, hanggang dito na lang muna. Ako'y mag-exercise pa kasi marami na itong nagkwento ko sa inyo. Anyway, don't get tired listening to my drama. Ganito lang. And I hope nakatulong din ako sa mga ibang, nasa dating situation ko na sana think about yourself too and think about enjoying your life while you can. At saka sa mga taong kompleto pa ang pamilya, cherish the moment kasi it's not gonna be, that's only a permanent, that's only a temporary, walang permanent na buhay. Kaya wag tayong mag-assume na yung buhay na in-experience natin during this time is gonna be forever. So what I'm saying is, although pagod ang tao or kung anong problema, you still have chance to enjoy yourself. Okay? So take care everyone. So I will talk to you again next time, and God bless us all. Take care. Bye.